Hi, everyone. So let's do a what you don't see coming reading today. And I'm feeling like I want to do that because someone here is definitely following their North Node. Someone is definitely following their life's purpose. And I can feel someone using their spiritual gifts towards something. And I'm also seeing a lot of luck around that situation, a lot of harvesting. I get the sense that you hold the answers to something, but you may not even know that. So I hope that makes sense. But I want to do some cards to see if the energy that I'm picking up is supported by this reading. So let's go ahead and start with the tarot on something that you do not see coming. So the Page of Cups just tried to pop out there, so we'll note that. So let's first get the overall energy. Wow, we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's a really great way to start this reading. So this kind of tells me that you are embarking on something. A new portal has opened for you. A new opportunity has probably pretty recently started for you, which is sort of supporting the energy that I'm feeling, that there's luck on your side. Something is really changing for you. Someone is really following your life's purpose. And as a lot of you already know, when you're following your life's purpose, when you're going the right way, the universe makes the path pretty easy for you. It opens doors, it opens portals, and you're basically on your way if you're going the right way. So I like seeing this Ace of Pentacles. We're going to move that to the side though. We'll give this a few more shuffles, and then we're going to do a 9-card spread and hopefully kind of pick up the energy that is going on for you, and maybe also see what you don't see coming. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. So it does feel to me like you're in this energy of, this feels like so far it feels like a project, work, a purpose, using of your spiritual gifts. This is the energy that I'm getting from this so far, but we'll see what else we can get. It feels like you're really putting your head down and getting the work done, but it also feels like maybe that's the same thing you're struggling with. It almost has this feeling that you're sort of slogging through the energy or slogging through the work. Like it feels like you're getting the work done, but it's not going as smoothly as you had hoped it would. So we'll see what that's about. But with the 4 of Swords here, this is really telling me that whatever you're working on is really built on a pretty stable and firm foundation, that your thoughts are balanced. There seems to be peace of mind when it comes to the situation. So even if it does feel like you're working kind of hard, or maybe you're not seeing necessarily the payoff of all the work that you have been doing, it does give the sense that the foundation is good. The foundation is solid. You feel peaceful about it, even though the work may be a little heavier of a workload than you had anticipated. With the 2 of Cups here, there either is or was a partner for you. So again, I'm feeling like this is work, project, that maybe in your recent past you were working with someone or with others. But I can't tell yet without pulling more cards if this person is still in your energy or not, but they certainly were. They were a part of it in your recent past. So let's see what's underneath. We have the 6 of Cups, the Tower, and the Lovers. So it's interesting that we're having the Lovers and the 2 of Cups come out together in your past. So again, this is very much about a partnership, but I feel like you had to make a choice recently about a work partnership, about a project partnership. If you have been involved in, for example, if you started a project or a work endeavor with a romantic partner, but there's someone here, a business partner, romantic partner, friend, lover, someone who you've had to recently make a choice with, when it comes to whatever your purpose is here, whatever your new project is, whatever you're working on, whatever this new opportunity that the universe has opened for you. It's left you, I think, with a choice of whether or not this person is going to come with you. This could also represent another job. So it may be that you've had to make a choice between two jobs, or having to tell your boss who you've worked with for years and you really love and respect that you're moving on to another job. But it does get that feeling that you maybe have had to leave someone behind or make a choice about a person when it comes to this work endeavor that you are working on. We have the Six of Cups coming in here with the Eight of Pentacles. So I do, again, feel very strongly that this is someone's life purpose. This is something you used to love to do as a child. Maybe you dreamed about doing this when you were a child. Maybe you pretended to be this when you were a child. But it feels like it's coming around again for you, but in real life this time, in your adult life, in your actual work life. You're going to be able to, or you are applying your childhood dream into your current work situation or project situation. With the Four of Swords, we got the Tower here. So it is definitely built on a solid foundation, but something had to come down in order for this to happen. And again, that's matching the energy with your past energy here, that you had to make a decision. But it feels like you were in control of the situation. So it's not the kind of tower that's a divine intervention. It's the kind of tower where you disrupt your own life, where you quit a job, for example, because you're ready to move on to something else, where you left a romantic partner because they just weren't evolving at the same rate as you were. But it feels like you made the decision with the Lovers and the Tower. It feels like you made the decision to disrupt your own life, and that is what led you to getting this Ace of Pentacles. That's what that feels like. But let's keep going. So then we have the Devil, Judgment, and the Nine of Wands. So with the Devil, we're getting the Sun. It's a very interesting combination. It's giving me the feeling that there is a person in your energy who you knew you had to release. And that's where I'm getting what I was getting from this Lovers and Two of Cups in your past. There's a person or place or thing that you had to release and make a choice about. Maybe with the Devil, I'm getting an energy of something that you had attachments to. So if you kept a job because you didn't want to disappoint your coworkers or because you didn't want to disappoint your boss, but now you're realizing, well, wait a second, that feels more like a codependency to me. This is my life and I should be able to do the work I want without having to worry about who I'm going to upset. Because there is that saying that the people who matter won't mind and the people who mind don't matter, right? Is it something like that? I feel like that's a thing. Let me know in the comments. But I do think that there was something here that you were attached to that you've now become very enlightened with, that you understand now that you were attached to this person, place, or thing, but you disrupted your own life and now you're moving into the work because you were offered this portal, you were offered this opportunity to do something brand new, but you had to sort of clear the space out in your life, clear out the energy in order for that to happen. But that all feels like you've already done all of that you've made the choice, you disrupted your own life, and you've realized that there are things that you have to let go of. So now you're moving into this energy of Judgment with the Chariot. That is huge and beautiful energy, and it makes sense with the Ace of Pentacles as your overall energy. It makes a lot of sense because you're now entering this era where you have made your decision, you have made your judgment call, you've had a major awakening about what you're meant to do in this life and on this earth plane. And the Chariot is here too, which means the universe has all of its wind in your back when it comes to this project right now. And that is exactly what I felt when I sat down. I felt that someone here is on their North Node, doors are opening, there's luck on your side, and you are on your way. And that is exactly the energy that I'm getting from these cards. With the Nine of Wands here, you also have the Nine of Pentacles. So the two nines are coming in together, and I believe this is the way you're seeing yourself, that you know you've reached the end of something. You're very aware. The Judgment card right in the middle of your spread, or it will be by the time we're done, with the Judgment card right in the middle of your spread, you know you've awakened. You know things that you didn't know before. You didn't know before you made this choice, before you disrupted your own life, and before you saw what you were attached to in unhealthy ways. You know things you didn't know before, and you know you've reached the end of that. It's almost like you're a completely different person than who you were before you made all these moves. And you know you've hit the finish line on a lot of things. You've taken all the action, you have put together all your resources, and you have completely closed out that cycle. You've completely closed out that cycle. And that is how you see yourself. It's like you're very, very self-aware. You know exactly what you've done, what you've accomplished, and where you are, and where you're going with the Chariot. So, but let's keep going. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So what you don't see coming. There's a person in your energy. I'm going to venture to say that this is someone that you do not yet know. And they're coming in with a pentacle and with the Ace of Cups. So for those of you who let someone go, a person, or it could be a place or thing in your life, if you have let someone go recently, if you've let go of a lover, a business partner, a friend, you made room in your energy and cleared out the room for a new person, place, or thing, there is 100% a person coming into your life. It is this Knight of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups. This Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups is on its way. You do not see this coming. But it's because you made room in your life for it. Or for this person, place, or thing. Make it make sense for you, but you made room for it. So this door opened, and this person is coming through it. Wow, that's what you do not see coming. But let's keep going. I think that you are really, what you're wanting to do here is to create a lot of comfort for yourself, a lot of resources. I feel like with this project, it's almost like you can feel that you are manifesting comfort, that there is going to be resources involved, there will be money involved. With the Chariot and the Judgment, it's like you can feel it. You know what the end game is going to be for this project that you are embarking on. It's like this Queen of Pentacles is here because you can almost feel it coming. And the Queen of Pentacles is with the Three of Wands, which is really, the Three of Wands is all about your manifestations. The Three of Wands are what you have already put the effort into, what you've already made a plan for, but now you're just waiting for it to come in. You've already put the manifestation out there, and you're manifesting this. You're manifesting yourself to be in this position where you have comfort, stability, you're grounded, you're patient, you're nurturing. All of these things, resources are just at your fingertips. That is what you are manifesting for yourself. But you also know it. There's so much about this reading, about you having so much self-awareness. There's self-awareness all over this reading. So good for you for knowing exactly who you are, where you're going, what you want, all of it. You're nailing it. You're getting it exactly right. So our final outcome card here is the Five of Swords with the Seven of Wands. This seems to me like it's pretty clear that you will still most definitely, because, you know, obviously these outcome cards are never the final outcome. This is just where we left off on the reading. It's just where the chapter left off, what page we left off on, what volume we left off on. It doesn't matter. My point is, because you're going to have so much success with this, this is very clear. When you're on your North Node, the universe supports you 1000% and begins to give you things via resources and things of that nature. And that is why you are manifesting yourself as this Queen of Pentacles, which we already have said, right? So what's going to happen because of that is there are going to be people in your energy. Perhaps the person you had to let go is going to see you having this major upgrade in your life and your resources and your job, for example. That could be happening. So if that happens, then this person might start to get a little bit snarky, or might start to get a little bit jealous, or might try to manipulate their way back into your life. And you're really going to have to, with the 7 of Wands, really learn to keep your boundaries. Keep your boundaries really clear and very much impenetrable. Make sure your boundaries are out there and ready and waiting for whomever is going to try to sneak into your energy, especially if there's this new person coming, especially if there are resources coming, especially if you start having all kinds of upgrades when it comes to your entire life, your entire existence, which is very clear what's happening here, right? So underneath the deck, there is the 3 of Cups. So I think that the advice here is really to just keep your heart open, and that when a new person comes into your energy, to really allow that person to come in, because this person is sent from the universe. So this is not the person you have to keep your boundaries up with. It's everyone else who wants back into your energy because of whom you've now become. As we said, it feels like you're a completely different person than you were when you started this journey, and people are most certainly going to notice that. So I would like to take a look at your chakras, because as you know, that is what I do. Let's see what kind of condition your chakras are in. So we have throat with manipulative and crown with spiritual. So again, whoever's reading this is, you are most certainly on your spiritual path. You are on your spiritual way. Everything about this is very clear, which is exactly why we said you're going to need to keep your boundaries up against manipulative people who are trying to get back into your energy. Whoever you disrupted your life by removing them from your life with this Tower, they're not going to just go away easily, it looks like. It looks like they're going to try to remain in your energy. They're going to try to remain in your life, and they might manipulate their way in with this 5 of Swords. It looks like that's a distinct possibility. So let's look at a couple of big picture oracle cards. So we have the House and the Stars. So this is you very much being spiritually protected and being spiritually guided. And the House is oftentimes a card of boundaries, which is really what we just talked about. So what this is really telling me, because you are being guided here to keep your boundaries up, and that message has come through a few times now, it looks to me like it may be that you need to do a little bit of work on your throat chakra to make sure that you're communicating these boundaries. So if you're interested in a free Reiki healing, I'm going to put a link in the description and in the comments. It's yours. Click on it if you want it. It's there. It's just a free Reiki throat healing so that you can be very clear about how you're communicating your boundaries to others. But I will mention that again at the end of the reading. Right now, I want to get a couple more oracle cards just to see if we missed anything in the energy. Oh, what wanted to flip out? So these wanted to flip out. So let's take a look. It says basket with recognition, reward for merit, seahorse with family matters, and torch with spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. How many times did we say that you are so self-aware? Recognition, reward for merit. That's why you got the Ace of Pentacles. The universe is really recognizing and rewarding you for all the spiritual work that you've already done. And for some of you, this could be family matters. You may have had to draw some boundaries with your family members or people who you thought may be taking advantage of your energy, but that maybe now you have to put your boundaries up with. So make it make sense for you if that is a family dynamic that's going on for you. Maybe for some of you, you worked with your family and you've made a break from the family business, for example, to go start your own thing. It could be something like that. But let's see. We have the Axe, which says forces working against you. So again, beware of who is manipulating their way back into your life. And you have Leg, which is stepping into a new experience, which is exactly what the Ace of Pentacles is referring to. You've just stepped through a new doorway. You've stepped through into a new life. As we said, you are non-recognizable from who you were before, and it's going to confuse people, it's going to upset people, and they're going to want back in. So it's really important for you to hold your boundaries. So that's the reading. Please let me know if this was resonant for you. I would love to hear your stories. But also, if you're interested in getting a throat chakra healing, as I said, I will put it in the description and the comments. But also in the Raise Your Vibe in 5 book, I'll find a page for the throat chakra. Okay, here's one. So this is a page specifically dealing with the throat chakra, and the exercise for the day says, when do you feel your best? Do more of that. Well, that's a really good piece of advice for what we're talking about right now. It's just to make sure that you're really following your heart, doing what makes you happiest, and keep doing that. And by the way, it's also very good for your throat chakra to do that, is to communicate with yourself what makes you happy, to communicate with yourself what keeps you engaged, what keeps you motivated. Because when that happens, that's going to help your throat chakra, and it's also going to help you to communicate your boundaries to other people. And this is not making me happy. This is not making me feel comfortable. So that's a possibility too, if you want to do that for your throat chakra as well. But that is the reading. Please let me know if this was resonant, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.